Imagine two worlds. In one, you have the freedom to start a business, chase wealth, and risk losing everything. In the other, your basic needs are guaranteed, but your ability to get rich is limited. These two worlds represent two of the most debated economic systems in history, capitalism and socialism. Today, we'll break down what each system means for you, using real-world examples and clear dollar-based scenarios. No boring textbook language, just practical insights. Let's dive in and explore how these systems shape your life, your opportunities, and your future. Capitalism is an economic system where businesses are privately owned, people make decisions based on profit, and prices are determined by supply and demand. In simple terms, you can earn as much money as the market allows. If you start a coffee business and invest $5,000, selling coffee for $3 per cup, your success depends on how much customers love your product. If you do well, you could earn $50,000 a year, or even more. No one limits your success, but if your business fails, you lose your money. Capitalism rewards risk-taking and innovation, but it also comes with real risks. Capitalism thrives on private ownership, competition, profit-driven decisions, and innovation. People support capitalism because it offers freedom. You control your money and career. New ideas are rewarded, and wealth creation is possible for anyone. Think about tech startups. Many began in garages and grew into billion-dollar businesses. The system encourages people to take risks and innovate, hoping for big rewards. However, this freedom comes with challenges, such as income inequality and the possibility of losing everything if your venture fails. Supporters of capitalism value the freedom to control their money and career. Innovation is rewarded, and wealth creation is possible for anyone willing to take risks. Many tech startups began in garages and became billion-dollar businesses, showing how capitalism encourages creativity and ambition. The system allows individuals to pursue their dreams, but it also means that success is not guaranteed. If your business fails, you bear the loss. This risk is part of what drives innovation and progress. While capitalism offers great opportunities, it also has downsides. Income inequality is a major issue. Some people earn millions while others struggle to make ends meet. There's no guaranteed safety net, and wealth can concentrate in the hands of a few. For example, a CEO might earn $10 million a year, while an employee earns only $30,000. This gap can become massive, leading to social tensions and economic challenges. Capitalism rewards those who succeed, but it doesn't always protect those who fail. Let's look at a real-world example. Imagine a company where the CEO earns $10 million per year, while an employee earns $30,000. The income gap is huge, and this is a common feature in capitalist systems. The rewards for success are high, but the risks are real. If you're ambitious and willing to take risks, capitalism can offer great rewards, but for those who don't succeed, the consequences can be tough. This example highlights both the opportunities and challenges of capitalism. Socialism is an economic system where the government plays a major role in the economy. Wealth and resources are distributed more equally, and basic needs are guaranteed. In simple terms, everyone gets a fair share, even if they earn less. The government collects taxes and uses that money to provide healthcare, education, and housing support. Socialism aims to reduce the gap between rich and poor, ensuring that everyone has access to essential services and a stable life. Say you earn $60,000 a year. The government taxes you 30%, which is $18,000. That money goes toward healthcare, education, and housing support. Even someone earning $20,000 can access free or affordable healthcare, education, and social benefits. Socialism ensures that everyone has access to basic services, regardless of their income. The goal is to create a fairer society where no one is left behind. However, this comes with trade-offs, such as higher taxes and less incentive to innovate. Socialism is characterized by government ownership or control, redistribution of wealth, a focus on equality and social welfare programs. Supporters of socialism value equality, security, and public services like healthcare and education. The system aims to reduce the gap between rich and poor, ensuring that everyone's basic needs are met. Socialism provides a safety net for all, but it also means higher taxes and less incentive to innovate. The government plays a central role in managing resources and providing services. Supporters of socialism value equality, security, and access to public services. The system reduces the gap between rich and poor, guarantees basic needs, and provides healthcare and education for all. Socialism creates a stable life for everyone, but it also means higher taxes and less incentive to innovate. People who prefer security and fairness often support socialism, even if it means slower wealth accumulation and less opportunity for extreme riches. Socialism has its downsides. High taxes are necessary to fund public services, and there's less incentive to innovate or work harder if extra effort doesn't increase your income much. Government inefficiency can also be a problem, as managing resources and services for everyone is complex. While socialism creates fairness and security, it can sometimes slow economic growth and reduce motivation. The system aims for equality, but it may sacrifice efficiency and innovation. Imagine you work extra hard, but your income doesn't increase much because of high taxes and equal distribution. In socialist systems, people may work less if extra effort isn't rewarded. This can lead to lower productivity and slower economic growth. The focus is on fairness and security, but it may come at the cost of efficiency and motivation. Socialism ensures everyone's basic needs are met, but it can limit opportunities for those who want to achieve more. Let's compare both systems using a simple scenario. In capitalism, worker A earns $100,000, while worker B earns $25,000. There's a big income gap but high rewards for skills and effort. In socialism, worker A earns $70,000 after taxes, while worker B earns $40,000 after benefits. The income gap is smaller, and there's more financial stability. The key difference is that capitalism offers opportunity, while socialism offers security. Each system has its strengths and weaknesses, depending on what you value most. The key difference between capitalism and socialism is what they prioritize. Capitalism is all about opportunity, freedom to earn, innovate, and take risks. Socialism is about security, guaranteeing basic needs and reducing inequality. Which is better? That depends on what you value. If you want freedom and wealth, capitalism may appeal to you. If you prefer equality and safety, socialism might be your choice. Both systems have trade-offs and neither is perfect. In reality, no country is 100% capitalist or socialist. Most countries use a mix of both systems, combining elements of freedom, innovation, equality, and security. This hybrid approach allows economies to benefit from the strengths of each system while minimizing the weaknesses. The balance between capitalism and socialism varies from country to country, depending on history, culture, and political choices. Understanding this mix is key to seeing how economic systems affect your life. Let's look at the United States, which has a market-driven system. Private businesses are strong, taxes are lower compared to socialist systems, and innovation is high. The country encourages entrepreneurship and rewards risk-taking. However, there are downsides. Healthcare is expensive, and income inequality is significant. The U.S. combines capitalist features with some social safety nets, but the focus is on freedom and opportunity. Now let's look at Sweden, which has a welfare-oriented system. Taxes are higher, but healthcare and education are free. There's a strong social safety net, ensuring everyone's basic needs are met. However, wealth accumulation is slower, and the cost of living is high. Sweden combines socialist features with some capitalist elements, focusing on equality and security. The system aims to create a fair society, but it comes with trade-offs. Most successful economies are hybrids, not extremes. They combine capitalism's innovation with socialism's safety nets. This balance allows countries to benefit from both systems, creating opportunities for growth while ensuring basic needs are met. Hybrid economies adapt to changing circumstances, using a mix of policies to support their citizens. Understanding this balance is key to making sense of how economic systems work in the real world. Let's make it personal. In capitalism, you have more opportunities but also more risk. You can start a business, climb the corporate ladder, or pursue your own path. Success is rewarded, but failure can be costly. In socialism, life is more stable but growth is slower. Your career may be more predictable, with fewer risks and fewer chances for extreme wealth. Each system shapes your career choices and the risks you take. Healthcare is another area where capitalism and socialism differ. In capitalist systems, you pay for quality. Better healthcare often costs more. In socialist systems, healthcare is accessible for all, funded by taxes. The trade-off is that you may have less choice or longer wait times, but everyone gets care. Your health and well-being are shaped by the economic system, affecting your access to doctors, treatments, and support. Education also varies between systems. In capitalism, education is often expensive but competitive, with opportunities for those who can afford it. In socialism, education is affordable or free, but sometimes limited in resources or options. The system you live in affects your access to learning, your career prospects, and your ability to grow. Education shapes your future, and economic systems play a big role in how it's delivered. When it comes to wealth building, capitalism offers the chance to become a millionaire. You can invest, start businesses, and grow your assets. Socialism makes it harder to become extremely rich, as wealth is redistributed and high taxes limit accumulation. The system you live in affects your ability to build wealth, invest, and achieve financial goals. Understanding these differences helps you plan for your future. Which system is better? The honest answer is that neither is perfect. Capitalism can create extreme wealth but also extreme inequality. Socialism can create fairness, but sometimes at the cost of efficiency. The real solution is to combine the best features of both systems, creating a mixed economy that balances innovation and safety nets. It's not about choosing one side blindly, but understanding how systems shape your opportunities, income, and future. Capitalism's strengths lie in its ability to drive innovation, reward ambition, and create opportunities for wealth. The system encourages people to take risks, start businesses, and pursue new ideas. This leads to economic growth, technological advances, and a dynamic marketplace. However, these strengths can also lead to inequality and instability, as not everyone benefits equally from the system. Socialism's strengths are in its focus on equality, security, and public services. The system ensures that everyone's basic needs are met, reducing poverty and providing healthcare and education for all. Socialism creates a stable society, where people don't have to worry about losing everything. However, these strengths can limit innovation and slow economic growth, as incentives for risk-taking are reduced. Capitalism's weaknesses include income inequality, lack of a safety net, and the concentration of wealth in a few hands. The system rewards those who succeed, but doesn't always protect those who fail. This can lead to social tensions, economic instability, and challenges for those who struggle. Understanding these weaknesses is important for seeing how capitalism affects society. Socialism's weaknesses include high taxes, less incentive to innovate, and government inefficiency. The system aims for fairness, but may sacrifice efficiency and motivation. Managing resources and services for everyone is complex, and productivity can suffer if extra effort isn't rewarded. Understanding these weaknesses helps you see the trade-offs involved in socialist systems. The mixed economy combines capitalism's innovation with socialism's safety nets. This balance allows countries to benefit from both systems, creating opportunities for growth while ensuring basic needs are met. Mixed economies adapt to changing circumstances, using a mix of policies to support their citizens. Understanding this concept is key to making sense of how economic systems work in the real world. Economic systems shape your opportunities, income, and future. Capitalism offers freedom and the chance to become wealthy, but comes with risks. Socialism provides security and basic needs, but limits extreme wealth. The system you live in affects your choices, your career, and your lifestyle. Understanding how these systems work helps you make informed decisions about your future. Ultimately, the choice between capitalism and socialism depends on your personal values. If you value freedom, opportunity, and wealth, capitalism may appeal to you. If you prefer equality, security, and stability, socialism might be your choice. Both systems have strengths and weaknesses, and understanding your values helps you see which system fits you best. Different countries use different mixes of capitalism and socialism. The US leans toward capitalism, with strong private businesses and lower taxes. Sweden leans toward socialism, with higher taxes and strong social safety nets. Each country adapts its system to fit its culture, history, and needs. Understanding global perspectives helps you see how economic systems affect people around the world. Capitalism drives innovation and economic growth. The system rewards risk-taking, creativity, and ambition. New businesses, technologies, and ideas flourish in capitalist economies. However, this growth can lead to inequality and instability. Balancing innovation with fairness is a challenge for all economic systems. Socialism provides security and stability. The system ensures that everyone's basic needs are met, reducing poverty and creating a stable society. Public services like healthcare and education are accessible to all. However, this stability can limit opportunities for extreme wealth and slow economic growth. Balancing security with opportunity is a challenge for all economic systems. Income inequality is a major issue in capitalist systems. The gap between rich and poor can become massive, leading to social tensions and economic challenges. Addressing inequality is important for creating a fair society. Socialism aims to reduce this gap, but may sacrifice efficiency and innovation in the process. Social safety nets are a key feature of socialist systems. They provide support for healthcare, education, and housing, ensuring that everyone's basic needs are met. Safety nets create stability and reduce poverty, but require high taxes and efficient management. Balancing safety nets with opportunity is a challenge for mixed economies. Economic growth is driven by innovation, investment, and risk-taking. Capitalist systems encourage growth by rewarding ambition and creativity. Socialist systems focus on stability and equality, which can slow growth but create a fairer society. Mixed economies aim to balance growth with fairness, adapting to changing circumstances. Public services like healthcare, education, and housing are central to socialist systems. These services are funded by taxes and provided to all citizens. Capitalist systems may offer private options, but access depends on your ability to pay. Public services create stability and reduce poverty, but require efficient management and high taxes. Private ownership is a key feature of capitalism. Individuals and businesses own property, make decisions, and pursue profit. This creates opportunities for innovation and wealth, but also risks and inequality. Socialism limits private ownership, focusing on public control and equal distribution. The balance between private and public ownership shapes economic systems. The government plays a major role in socialist systems, managing resources and providing services. In capitalist systems, the government's role is limited, focusing on regulation and protection. The balance between government and private sector shapes the economy, affecting innovation, efficiency, and fairness. Supply and demand determine prices in capitalist systems. Businesses respond to market signals, adjusting prices and production to meet consumer needs. This creates a dynamic marketplace, rewarding those who innovate and adapt. In socialist systems, prices and production may be controlled by the government, focusing on fairness and stability. Redistribution of wealth is central to socialist systems. Taxes are collected and used to fund public services, reducing the gap between rich and poor. This creates a fairer society, but may limit opportunities for extreme wealth. Capitalist systems focus on individual success, with less redistribution. The balance between redistribution and opportunity shapes economic outcomes. Competition drives innovation in capitalist systems. Businesses compete for customers, creating new products and services. This leads to economic growth and technological advances. In socialist systems, competition is less intense, focusing on equality and stability. Balancing competition and fairness is a challenge for all economic systems. Social welfare programs are a key feature of socialist systems. They provide support for healthcare, education, housing, and unemployment. These programs create stability and reduce poverty, but require high taxes and efficient management. Capitalist systems may offer fewer welfare programs, focusing on individual responsibility. Choosing between capitalism and socialism is about understanding your values and priorities. Each system offers different opportunities, risks, and rewards. The best economies combine elements of both, creating a balance that supports growth, fairness, and stability. Understanding these systems helps you make informed decisions about your future. Summary: capitalism and socialism are two of the most debated economic systems in history. Capitalism offers freedom, opportunity, and innovation, but comes with risks and inequality. Socialism provides security, equality, and stability, but may limit growth and motivation. The most successful economies are hybrids, combining the best features of both systems. Understanding how these systems work helps you see how they shape your life, your income, and your future. The real solution is balance, using innovation and safety nets to create a fair and dynamic society.